Hey, hi everybody. Welcome back to the video series on Windows Server 2016, MMC and MSC shortcuts. You have probably noticed that many of the management consoles which we utilize to configure components inside Windows Server 2016 are pretty similar. What happens under the hood with a number of these consoles is that you are actually looking at a snap-in function, a specific set of tools that are snapped into a generic console tool called the Microsoft Management Console, or commonly referred to as MMC. In fact, rather than open all of these management functions from inside Server Manager, for many of them, you could simply type MMC by navigating to Start, Run, or in a command prompt window and invoke the generic MMC console. From here, you can click on the File menu and choose Add Snap, Add Remove Snapping. Choose the management snap-in that you would like to work in and add it to the console. There are a great number of management functions that can be accessed through the standard MMC console, and even some particular functions where MMC is preferred or perhaps the only method to interact with some components of Windows. For example, later in our book, we will look into certificate stores within Windows Server 2016, and we will be utilizing MMC for some of that interaction. Another interesting way to open up many of the management consoles is by using their direct MSC tool name. An MSC file is simply a saved set of an MMC console session. There are many MSC shortcuts stored in Windows Server 2016 by default. If a given management console provides the capability of being launched by an MSC, all you need to do is type in the name of the MSC by navigating to either Start, Run, or in a command prompt, and it'll launch into that particular management console without needing to snap anything in and without needing to open Server Manager whatsoever. Since I tend to prefer using a keyboard over a mouse, I always have a PowerShell or command prompt window open on each system I'm working on with, and I can very quickly use that window to open up any of my MSC administrative consoles. Let's show you one example so you know exactly how to use this functionality, and I'll provide a list of the common MSCs which I find useful on a day-to-day basis. Open an elevated PowerShell window, type wf.msc, press enter. The Windows Firewall with Advanced Security window will open and is ready to accept input from you. We didn't have to poke through Control Panel or open the regular Windows Firewall and then click on the Advanced Settings link, which are general ways to get into this console by using a mouse. By knowing our MSC shortcut name, we were able to take a direct route to opening the full WFAS console, which is where I often go to check over particular firewall rules or status. Now that you've seen how an MSC command works, and again, there are many different places where you can type in the name of an MSC and invoke it, I want to leave you with a list of common MSC consoles which you can use to quickly gain access to many administrative consoles on your servers. So here's just a quick list here. Summary. Today we discussed some of the roles and components inside Windows Server 2016 that you will need to utilize and be familiar with. If you want to run a truly Microsoft-centric infrastructure, Active Directory, DNS, and DHCP are the core services that underlie and support your entire infrastructure. A basic understanding of these technologies is essential to any Windows Server administrator, and an in-depth knowledge of the way these tools work together will open many doors to you as you progress through your IT career. Almost all of the other roles and features available in Windows Server are supported by or hinge on these core services. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.